Hello, 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 and welcome to Stamp with Shel. My name is Shel Anderson, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Before we get started, I will tell you that I have a terrible throat, and I'm going to try to get through the video, but if I cough, excuse me in advance. Okay, today we are going to be playing with the Ornamental Christmas bundle. Fabulous bundle, and I have a couple little strips of the coordinating DSP. But before we get going too far ahead, we are going to do some stamping. And you know me, I like my Stamparatus. So I'm going to just set a couple of those there for a minute. Ooh, we better get that cleaned off. I see a sunflower image on there. All right, I'm going to bring in some Memento ink and the inside panel for our card and one of the tree stamps from the Ornamental Christmas. And we're just going to give inside of our card a little tree, just so it's not too terribly boring. There, we'll set that aside. Now I'm going to bring in a tag. Now I'm going to see if I can line this up where I want it, something like that. Yep, that'll work. And we're going to ink up our stamp yet again and stamp on our tag. And because I like nice crisp images, I use the Stamparatus. All right, now we're going to slide this over. Move our magnets over to the side, and we're going to stamp this side. And there we have that. All right. We will take this out, set that aside. Oh, better clean that stamp. And we will set that aside as well. Okay. Now we are going to work on, oops, I have more stamping to do. Yes, we are going to work on the front of our card. I need a greeting, and this one's not going to work because it's going to be way too long. So let's have a peek and see what I can find for a greeting. All right. I have the Bauble Blooms bundle, and I'm going to use the Joyous Wishes to You and Yours. I think that'll fit in there. Yeah, no problem at all. All right, set that aside. We're going to bring that Stamparatus back in here because I don't want to mess it up. And I'm just going to put that somewhere like that. And we'll just go like so. See it sticking there a little bit. Still good. All right, let's ink up this stamp. There we go. Now we have a nice greeting on there. Okay. I think we're done with that for today. We'll bring this back in and let's glue this together. So prior to the video, what I did is I just hand traced this tag onto this one, and then I cut out around it. So it's not perfect, especially here you can tell, but I did my best. All right, so this is going to go on our card front. Ooh, I just did something wrong. Ooh. I was going to put some strips on here, and I didn't. So we're going to glue that down to our silicone mat because we know that's not going to stick. And let's see if I can rescue this. I wanted these down at the bottom. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to leave that on there. And I'm going to grab another piece of cardstock. And I'm going to cut another one because I messed up. So just bear with me for a second. Five and a quarter by 4 is what I need. All right, let's do it right this time. I was going to put this down here at the bottom, like so. So I just cut off a strip of that. So we're just going to add this to the bottom, and then I'm going to have to restamp my greeting. I forgot about these little strips of DSP that I wanted to add. There's that one. And then we'll just roughly measure this one. This is beautiful paper. I just wanted to add a little bit of gold sparkle to our card. There we go. And then we'll trim those off and get rid of those. All right, we're going to go back. I was wrong. We need the Stamparatus again because I messed up. All right. Now I have a little mess here I need to clean. And we can bring this back in. I just want, see what I just did? Turned it upside down. Man, not too smart. You know you're going to get a comedy show today too. There we go. Now let's clean this stamp and then we'll reposition it. That looks better. I like that little bit of gold sparkle in the background. Joyous wishes to you and yours. Perfect. All right. Now we can take this out and continue with our card. All right, let's bring in our card base and we will attach this to the front. There we go. And then this, I'm going to pop up on dimensionals. But before I do that, I want to poke this hole. And enlarge that a little. Because I want to put a ribbon through there. And I think somewhere here, I'm dropping dimensionals. Somewhere here I have some gold something. Let's see what I can find. How about some gold thread? That'd be pretty. All right, slide back in here. There we go. Now, let's see if I can get this through here. Maybe, maybe not. I don't think I have that hole quite big enough. All right. And I want to do this different. I want to do this. It didn't work. I want to do this as a bow. See if I can get this on here like that. You know what? I have a better idea. Let's use the bow maker and then we'll just stick it on with a glue dot. And then it'll be perfect. All right, there's me wee bow. And now I need a glue dot. And we'll just stick that right over the hole. Look at that. Perfect. Now we'll trim those tails. There we go. Check it out. How cool is that? All right, now we are going to put this on with dimensionals. Just to give it a wee bit of lift. We'll take those paper backings off. And pop that on the front. All right, next we need to put our liner on the inside of the card so we can write our message. And boom, it's in there. Now, I have also cut this tree. So there's my dimensionals. This is one of the dies in the Ornamental Christmas set. And I thought it would be nice to overlay the black trees with the gold foil. There we go. See where I'm going with this? All right, now we're going to bring in some mini dimensionals. And I have a star. Maybe, if I can get it on here. For the top of this tree. Look at that. Perfect. perfection. And I cut a few extras. I don't think I'm going to use dimensionals though. I think I'm just going to put a drop of Tombow on the back side to carry the star theme from this paper. All right, I have one more star, and I'm going to put it here on the inside, right on top of that tree. There we go. And that is our ornamental Christmas card. How pretty is that? All right, I made it through the video. I didn't cough, so that's great. I will be back again soon, so stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye for now.